Although, of course, the future is hard to predict, and historians especially seem to have trouble predicting the future. But yes, I think we're in that moment. We're having crises all over the place. And it's not as if Marx, a 19th century philosopher, has all the answers to our 21st century problems. But the Marxist tradition is about attempting to understand contemporary problems through historical and structural processes. And I think we need more such thought. And I think more such thought will help us not only understand the cause and consequences of our crises, but it will help us understand a way out of it. And I think Marx is instrumental in helping us get there. I think anybody who was a 19th century person would be shocked by the rapid technological advances of the human race, including Marx. But the degree to which these technological advances have helped ensure inequality, have helped put into power an oligarchy, have helped keep the working class either repressed or distracted. None of this would have surprised Marx, I think. And I think there's a lot about our world that would look very familiar to him, say, writing in the 1860s. A capitalist class that strides the globe looking for new ways to exploit people and to exploit resources, all in the inexorable search for more and more profit, for more and more power. That was a world that Marx understood quite well. One of our crises that is particularly paramount is the ecological crisis. And Marxism has engaged with this crisis in a pretty interesting recent debate. There's a Japanese Marxist by the name of Kohei Saito, who I think has become famous in Japan, but he is quite famous in left-wing and Marxist circles in the United States as well. For his particular reading of Marx, he translated and has analyzed a set of Marx's writings late in life, in particular letters and short essays he wrote, in which Marx questioned his original premise that socialism would come through capitalism, that an industrial revolution was necessary first for communism to take place. And Marx, part of these writings was grappling with the degree to which we as humans should exploit the environment rather than live symbiotically with our environment. And so Saito and others who are known as degrowth communists argue that the only way to solve the ecological crisis of global warming is for a massive reduction in consumption. And this has proved quite controversial to other Marxists who maintain a more sort of standard argument that we can't reduce consumption on the face of it because that would send lots of people into poverty. Rather, we have to change the nature of consumption to make it more sustainable. And so this is a debate, a sort of eco-socialist debate that has become quite paramount in American Marxist circles. And I think it's pretty interesting that the left's attempts to figure out the ecological crisis are reliant upon Marx's writings and different ways of interpreting various writings by Marx. I think that's a debate that will continue into the future, and it's going to become increasingly important.